What's up guys, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be going over the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card. So as you can see, I have the case here, the BlockFi Rewards credit card. I have used this for a couple of days just to make sure everything works, no problems. This is the black case that it comes in, and there's a little pull tab here that you pull, and there is the card. Now I'm doing this just so that you guys can kind of experience what it looks like. Here is the back side. There is no information on it here that is personal. This is just a how-to. Go to the App Store, download the BlockFi app, etc., etc. It just shows here BlockFi. So I'm not going to show you guys that side of the card, unfortunately, because it has my private information. However, I will show you guys the front of the card. So you can see here, it kind of pulls out like this. Now, there we go. It's kind of heavy. It's a metallic-like card. As you can see, it kind of has a sheen also. And it feels reminiscent to like the Amazon Rewards card and other cards that are heavier. I think there's a Chase Sapphire Reserve that I have that is also kind of heavy. And I'll tell you why I got this credit card. So for those of you that may be newer to the channel, or for those that might not know too much about what I do and how I do it, I mine a lot of cryptocurrencies, especially Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, when I mine those currencies, I throw them into BlockFi. In the bottom of most of my videos, I'll have a little sign up with BlockFi Referral Link. If you want to go click on it, cool, you can sign up and it gives you a cool little bonus. It gives me a cool little bonus. So I've been using BlockFi for about 6 or 7 months now without any problems. And what BlockFi is it's a crypto lending service, but it also acts as a crypto interest account. And the way that interest is generated is on the profit that BlockFi makes by lending out your crypto. So you're giving a loan to Joe Schmo who needs it to build a new shop. Now, Joe Schmo is paying 10% interest, maybe 20% interest, depends on all the factors of everything. But you get a cut of that interest, and that interest is paid to you depending on your cryptocurrency that you are using in BlockFi. You keep it in the staking type account. It's really an interest account, and they will show you how much interest you make. There's different tiers. If you have more than a certain amount, you're bumped into tier 2, which usually has lower earnings, but it varies a lot. And you can also put some stable coins in there, which have the highest level of return on the entire page. Now, what I do with BlockFi is I get my mining rewards and I dump them right into BlockFi. It goes straight into my BlockFi account. From there, the amount that I need to sell to cover taxes, to cover all my other expenses like the electricity bill, rent, purchasing new hardware, things like that, that's all in the BlockFi account. So I dump it in there, I convert what I need over into a stable coin, and then that stable coin can be ACH'd. It has to be like GUSD or USDC, I believe. Those stable coins can be ACH'd into a bank account that is tied to BlockFi. That way I can pay all my bills in fiat currency without having to worry about which vendor might accept my currency. Aside from that, if I take all the cryptocurrency that I'm mining and I dump it and convert it straight into the stablecoins have a great interest rate. I think as of today, I believe it's 6 or 7% that BlockFi is paying on stablecoins. So you can make 6 or 7% just by holding your like fiat. If you convert it to stable coins, or your crypto converted to stable coins, 6 or 7% yearly. Now, this isn't financial advice, but this is what I am doing. So I'm just telling you guys, this is how I do my stuff. Feel free to do it if you want. If you don't, but it's not financial advice. Do whatever you want. Investing has risks. I use BlockFi to pay my bills. Now, a couple months ago, BlockFi came up and showed me that they're coming out with the credit card, which I've known about for a while, but I finally had time to apply. So I finally applied to it, waited in the wait list, and then they approved me. It took a while for it to be sent out to me. I finally have it now. And the reason I got it was I figured I'm already paying all my bills through BlockFi. I'm earning interest on the cryptos that I store in BlockFi to pay bills and whatnot. I might as well get their credit card because now I can make purchases with BlockFi, transfer my money into stable coins, and pay off those purchases, all without needing to really leave BlockFi. Sounds like a win-win for me. Right now you do have to transfer out of BlockFi into the bank you're using with BlockFi, and then use that to pay off the card because it's a Visa card. Aside from that, you pretty much do everything in the app and it's really handy. But there is a cool feature that comes with this card. Now, the features that come with the card is for the first 3 months, you actually get 3.5% interest on all purchases, which is huge for a rewards credit card. Now, you also have to remember that's only 3 months, and then after 3 months, it drops down to 1.5%, which is not the greatest, but it's on par with other rewards cards that I've had in the past. But the interesting thing is all the rewards that you get in cash back are actually paid to you in Bitcoin. So you're not getting dollars back, you're getting Bitcoin back. And at the end of every month, you get your Bitcoin. And you can choose what to do with that Bitcoin. You can pull it out, withdraw it to your Bitcoin address, or throw it into that BlockFi account. And that BlockFi account generates interest. And I think for Bitcoin, it might only be 3 or 4% interest. But hey, getting free Satoshis, moving it over into BlockFi, and now earning a rewards on top of that Satoshi, well, that sounds like a pretty cool idea to me, so I'm going to test it out and see how well it goes. I've only been using this card for about a week, and I figured it was time for me to tell you guys about it and let you know how it's doing. Another cool feature that the card has is it has 0.25% on all trades that you do. So when you trade within BlockFi, if you trade one crypto for another, you get that as a reward. Now, there is a little asterisk there, and I believe that's subject to change also and depends on the currencies. I haven't read too much into it because I don't really trade, especially in BlockFi. If I trade, I'll use a different exchange usually to do like speculative trading. But BlockFi, I usually just convert into USDC or GUSD just to pay the bills or get some interest. After that, the second or the third, I should say, cool thing about the card, and this is kind of a long shot, way out there. If you spend more than $50,000 a year on the card, it bumps you up from 1.5 to 2%. So I know that's not a lot, it's an extra 0.5%, but if you spend that much money, it does tend to add up, especially if you're using BlockFi rewards cards for like your mining business or something like that. You really get to stack those sats a lot faster. And I plan to keep this Bitcoin forever. Instead of having to go buy Bitcoin, I am now rewarded as Bitcoin. So it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to do any converting, things like that. And I'm less likely to spend the cash back on stupid things like I do with my Amazon card. I buy stuff from Amazon all the time, and then I use those rewards to buy more things from Amazon. This way, using the BlockFi card, I keep those sats and I throw them into an account that generates interest. So it's kind of like the controversial phrase, passive income. Yeah, well, technically it is kind of passive. You buy things and you get paid for it, so you don't really have to do anything. Then you dump it into the account and you get more interest, so kind of cool, kind of passive. But anyway, that's the BlockFi Rewards credit card. I'm going to keep using it, and I'll let you guys know if I have any problems with it, but I just figured I'd share it with you guys. There is a referral link down in the description below for both BlockFi and the BlockFi credit card. If you guys sign up, it gives you a bonus and it gives me a bonus, so it helps us both out. Feel free to use it if you want. If you don't want to use my referral link, just go to blockfi.com and sign up for it there. This video was not sponsored or anything by BlockFi. I'm just telling you guys an update on how I'm doing things. And speaking of updates, I got my rack miner. So stay tuned for a video on the Helium rack miner. I'll be sure to post that here in a little bit. It's currently syncing right now, and I'm probably gonna let it run for a little bit just to see my earnings and things like that before I post a video about it. And also, as some of you guys might have seen, I finally passed the 1,000 subscriber threshold. So this is just a friendly heads up to you guys, that way you get the jump on everything. I'm gonna be posting a video in the next coming weeks that will have the details about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm gonna give away a graphics card and a couple of different cryptos because I finally made it to 1,000 with the help of you guys, and I really appreciate it. So I wanna give back to the community for all of this. So in that video, you guys will just have to comment down in there. I'm gonna hold a little raffle on my end. I'm gonna choose some names and then I'll let you guys know. But stay tuned for that video and I'll catch you guys in the next one.